All right. We're going to be going over, if I was right, if I was wrong, over the 4 matches today. Going over the 4 matches and update my record for the week. So, of the 4 matches, I was right here. I was 3 of 1. So, let's update. 12, 5. Okay. I'll take it. 12 and 5. We still got 1 more day tomorrow, and then 3 days next weekend. I'm actually kind of impressed myself. I'll say it. I'm impressed. Let's go look at my video and see what I said. Due to all the stats being similar from KDs to everything, we have to go with the hotter team, which I think is Ultra, based off that 3-0 victory over the Optic Texas boys yesterday. So my pick is 3-2 Toronto Ultra today. I said 3-2, but I went with Toronto because of their ability to be hot. It's not easy being hot. You have to win games to get hot, but they are hot. And look at the stats. You wouldn't think so. Scrappy started off hot, but he slowed the heck down. This was not close, regardless of what the score says. The search was Toronto dominant. And let's look here. This is all. Yeah, Kleenex was playing like Kleenex can. I kind of feel bad for not putting him in my superstar list, but I don't know. He just hasn't been that way since Cold War, so I don't feel too bad. But I mean, he can have those pop-off games. And then on the control, really close. This was a really close. This could have been a 3-2, like I said. Just in total, Kleenex Insight playing like they can, playing like they used to in Cold War. That's about it, man. And then Kismet has not been this. I put him in close to superstars, but he has not been playing like it, which is really unfortunate for the subliners. If he doesn't pick it up, I don't think they'll make it back to another major, I'll be honest. Because of him being a bulldog, whenever he's playing like a freaking bulldog, pushing his way through situations, getting the kills, his non-traded kills, that's when they're dominant, and he has been that way, and that's why they've been kind of off. So, kind of hot seats is Kismet for sure. Next up is LA Thieves, Seattle Surge. Let's go check that out. However, we have seen light from the Seattle Surge from last week's game against the Minnesota Rocker. I do expect this game to go 3-1, but after that 3-1 whooping the Thieves gave Faze, I do expect Thieves to win. LA Thieves, Seattle Surge. I said 3-1. I was literally perfect on this one. I don't know why. Well, like I said, Thieves are hot. I went with the hot team with Ultra. I went with the hot team on Thieves. It worked out for me. What I really want to point out here is these stats must be wrong, correct? They must not be updated. Because no way all of Thieves are negative. But what I really want to just talk about since I like Seattle, I do want to mention accuracy. So every time the Surge boys talk about accuracy, it's always this aura of he's kind of like our Cod father. He is really smart. He helps us out, right? Which I believe all those things. He's very IGL. He's the in-game leader. But the extent of his being a player and seeing that KD go through every single match, regardless of the other help, it's got to get old, man. I do wonder if a trade for Illy is in play, if Pred and Sib are starting to get because if accuracy pulled a little more than he did, the Surge could have won this game. I do not believe that these stats are correct. This looks like maybe they must be. It's 300 kills. Well, that's whack right there. I don't know how Seattle lost. I mean, I watched all of it. I know how they lost. They just didn't clutch up on S&Ds. Weren't clutch on the control. Just got out. I feel like this got outslayed throughout the whole match. I guess not. Just Thieves' teamwork was better, I guess. But I was correct. There you go. Next up was Florida v. Boston. Another 1-3. Now this one I was dead wrong. The max this match will go is a 3-1, as with Florida pulling out the S&D. But I'm still predicting a 3-0 for Boston. I think Boston has a chance to actually make something happen at this Major 3 in Optic. All right. So dead wrong. I was dead wrong the opposite way. I said 3-1 was the max for Boston, winning, but it was 3-run Florida. I said Boston would win every single respawn. Obviously not true. After this first hard point, I was feeling pretty confident in my pick. Everyone was pretty much negative except Capsule, which I'm not surprised. Capsule was great last year. I'm surprised he got dropped. From Boston, he probably really wanted to get some revenge on Boston. And then just look at the stats. Everyone positive on Florida. Everyone negative except Awakening on Boston. Awakening was on my close to the superstar range in my other video. So he's showing off there. Just not a good day for Boston. That's really all you can say. And Mutineers played their best. It's kind of like opposites. Florida played their best. Boston played their worst. I will say it hasn't really brought my stock up for Florida just yet. But the stock for Boston, I was really thinking, and as I said in that video, in my short, that I think Boston can make a play in just championship in the majors. Now I'm kind of a little bit less. I'm more timid on that statement. Their stock has definitely gone down. I do not think Vegas can win this. However, I think they can make it dirty as they are 17-8 on search, which is pretty darn good. But they are going against the best search team in the game. So nothing is letting me know based off stats that Vegas can do this. But I just got a feeling it's going to be closer. But 3-1 or 3-2 Faze. Well, 3-1 is what I said. I was exactly right again. Bow down. Everyone needs to start watching my videos to understand and get the right predictions. Because everyone's so bad at it, but I'm right. So, I said it was going to be messy. I said it was going to be a little dirty. It wasn't really, other than the first hard point. Obviously, as Vegas won. But post that, it was not dirty. It was not that close. Faze are just so much better. Look at the stats. Everyone was 0.7 except Temp. Not good. Not winning. A 1.77 for Celium. Ridiculous. Best player in the game. Not even close. And then, well, we can say it's close, but he's the best player in the game. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. FaZe just outclassed them in every way. A 3-0 on control. The whole time, 3.17 for Celium. He was playing slow. He was playing it just methodically and right. A 2.27 for the last hard point. I don't know. It just was clinical. Nothing else to say. FaZe's stock continues to go up, and apparently they broke a record for SD wins in a season, or like percentage in a season. Not quite sure what, but with that, with this S&D they won over the Legion, they have got to be top. They might be the best team we've ever seen in Call of Duty history. If they win another major, win champs, I think it's undeniable. I think they've got to be already there. If people fight that, it'd be hard pressed to have someone argue with that. But yeah, the Legion just aren't in the same class. And that was your matches for today. Let's go look at the schedule for tomorrow real quick. And we got a 3-game day on Sunday. Let's go. Okay, Ravens, LAG. That's going to be hard. Ravens actually played FaZe decently close for a 3-0. LAG, not looking great. You got to go LAG, though, most likely. We'll look at the stats, though, and I'll make some shorts tomorrow. Minnesota versus Optic. That'll be very interesting. This game will be very interesting. I don't know what to say yet. I'll make a video for that one. I do not know which one to pick. And then the last one, Florida Surge. It should be interesting based off like the current stats of like this major qualifiers and like how the team's been playing. Because Florida just pulled off a win against Boston in that fashion. But I gotta say Seattle has been looking really good regardless of their loss against Thieves. I can see this being a 3-1, 3-0 for Seattle. But those are your matches for tomorrow. Let's see if we can get this record up higher. And thanks for watching. Bless you. Have a good day.